Hey everyone, I'm some guy who ranks stuff, and this time I want to do a ranking of the Mario Party Superstars minigames. I just left my brother's house after me and my brother and a friend played through the God, forgetting the name, Eternal Star map on Mario Party 1. We've been playing Mario Party for ages, and I haven't played every Mario Party game, but most of them. And after tonight, I've been thinking about it lately as well. I wanted to do something about Mario Party, and so today I'm looking at Mario Party Superstars and its minigames, which is a collection of many minigames from the entire series, but mostly the N64 games. And just a little funny side note here. This Mario Party Superstars was kind of a pitch. Well, I never pitched it to anyone seriously, but I mentioned something around like a similar idea to this. I wanted a remake of Mario Party, like with updated graphics, updated controls, and everything. But it was based on Mario Party 1, 2, 3 with maps, like boards from those three games, mini games, like from the what I consider the best era of Mario Party. And Nintendo just announced it, like I guess it's 2 years ago now, at least 2 years ago. And it's sort of a dream game to me. This one, not everything in it is perfect, but it's basically what I described what I wanted in a next Mario Party game. If they were to make a new one, if they ever did something like yeah, they had the top 100 mini games on 3DS, which I never played though. But this one was I was so super hyped for this game, and it surely delivered. I think this is the best Mario Party game up to this point. I'll let you know that Mario Party 1 is the one I've played most and is my favorite. Objectively, it's maybe not the best, but I also have to mention that Mario Party 2, which is a very popular Mario Party game, I think that and maybe 5 are some of the like widely considered best objectively. Maybe favorites as well, like subjectively as well. But Mario Party 2, I don't like that much. I'm sorry to say, but you will hear me be a little negative, at least towards certain minigames from Mario Party 2. I guess I should start showing or at least mentioning who made the tier list that I'm basing this on. So this is apparently on Twitter. The person is called Chris Steve PS, I guess. Because I think it's really when I don't make the tier lists myself and I use others like I actually have done with all previous lists except the Manchester United kits. I've used other templates that are already out there, so I should get them credit for making this templates. Either way, I have done a little change to the bottom rank here because it said nobody asked for them, and I'm not gonna speak for anyone else here. This is my opinion, so I just changed it to I never asked for them, and I may not use all the different tiers here because I think maybe there's too many, but we'll see. But there's at least one minigame I have in mind for the bottom tier here, so you'll see as we go. So I think I'll just start at the top here. Mushroom Mix Up, and also I want to talk about how the little changes they made from the originals. If I remember correctly, I haven't played this game that much in at least the past year, but I do at least remember some of this, and I played Mario Party 1 a lot, so I definitely remember the original minigames, original versions of the minigames from the first game. But at least Mushroom Mix Up, very popular minigame, and I think it's one of the absolute best. I guess I kind of overlooked this, but many people seem to really enjoy it, and I just have to agree. I feel it's a really fair minigame, especially now with not they're not using just colors in superstars. They're actually using different patterns on the mushrooms, so it's easier for people with color blindness and stuff to figure out which platform or mushroom they're supposed to move to. Really great minigame, and I actually think maybe like Shy Guy Says is also really good. It's tricky. I never do a perfect round of this, like neither in the original or this one. And I'm really glad they didn't change that much, but they did some changes, like the how the Shy Guy can trick you is different here, and I do welcome that change. So I think both versions are really good. This was from no, not this one. This one I think was from Mario Party 10 or something. It's actually a minigame I really enjoy. Not maybe not the best, but this was one of the minigames I got an achievement for by getting ranked at the top 1,000, I think, in the world in different records. So because you had to, there was one achievement where you had to do it for one minigame, and this was the one I chose because I really thought I had a chance to get it. I think it's really good and really fun. Crazy Cutter, both versions, Mario Party 1 and yeah, I mean, perfect. We'll see if I keep all the tiers. Bombs Away is also great, both versions. I mean, try to stay alive, jump around, have fun. It's great. Look Away, I think, well, they didn't really change anything from the second game, I think, but it's not really a great minigame. It's usually one I'm just react that way to whenever I get it. I can't remember this name, but I remember the game, of course. But well, it's kind of difficult for me to really consider which, or to even remember which side this really favors, because I think I do recall that one of the teams, either the single one or the trio, has a huge advantage, but like I just can't remember which one of them. But I feel like I had always had an advantage if I was the one in the middle. So it's kind of good, not too great. Sneak and Snore, I think. I really don't like this one. You have to be so early with your reactions to get away from the chain jump. It feels unfair many times. Roll Call, I think this was. Yeah, it's kind of meh. It's not really that bad. I think you count, yes, but they do kind of trick you in some ways. You have with the toads, you have actual mushrooms out in the field, so you can confuse it with the toads that are moving around. The bob-ombs actually explode, some of them, so you have to detract some of them. Detract, subtract. I'm not sure which one, which word I'm supposed to use. But you have to really pay attention, and I always have to like count several times. I played Mario Party 4 before I played Mario Party 2, so I thought this was original to Mario Party 4 back in the day. It's Russian roulette, so to speak. It's of course it's all up to chance. There's no skill involved. And many people hate that it's just luck based, but Mario Party needs those kinds of mini games, and I think this is a really intense one, and I think it's really fun. So it definitely goes up there. I can't remember all the names here, but this is the cake mini game, 2 versus 2. It's not really that good, I think. You need some timing and everything. But I think it's a meh minigame. Okay, so far I haven't been really that positive to Mario Party 2, as you can see, even though Hexagon Heat is the Mario Party 2 version of this. Shy Guy Says is also there. Crazy Cutter, Bombs Away. These are all minigames that are also in Mario Party 2, even though these are the Mario Party 1 versions. But if there's one minigame from Mario Party 2 that I absolutely love, it's definitely Speed Hockey. It is the best 2v2 game in the entire series, no doubt for me. This is the best, and it's the best minigame in Mario Party 2. And I freaking love this. I've played this many times. outside the boards, just play and choose the mini game and just play it. I played it with my brothers and a friend, the same guys I played with earlier tonight. I think it's just fantastic. It's so fun, so chaotic. It can be. It's just amazing, amazing. Castaways, I really enjoy. Can't remember the differences from the first game and Superstars, but it's all up to you. And of course, some people, other players can snatch the treasure chest or the money bag, coin bag that you're going for, and everything. But you can gain a lot of money here, and I really enjoy this mini game. Uh, Jeez, I've forgotten so many names here of the mini games, especially Mario Party 2, maybe 3 as well. This isn't too bad. I think it's a good minigame, just button mash as fast as you can. And I do like button mashing minigames because I'm usually really good at it. My friend is often better than me, so he's like my nemesis when it comes to this, but I'm usually really good. Slot Car Derby, so this is actually the Mario Party 2 version, and I think it's great. Of course, it was in Mario Party 1. It has all the other tracks than Mario Party 1, which I think is the only difference, so it's not too bad. And this is the Mario Party 2 version of Balloon Bursts, so it's 2v2 instead of single player. It's a really good minigame, I think. This is a really good one as well. Shell Shocked, I think. It was in Mario Party 2. It's also a really fun minigame for sure. Hot Rope Jump, I think this was the Mario Party 2 version where the speed changes. And how was it again? Was there like one winner? Because I think it was different in more ways than Mario Party 1, where either everyone did it or one loses. Bumper Balls was improved, I have to admit. Was improved in Mario Party 2. Not all the minigames that appeared in Mario Party 2 were improved in my opinion, but this one was because you could have three different places to actually have the balls. In Mario Party 1 it often draws because it's hard to gain momentum to actually push the other competitors out in the water, but here, I mean, this level, the lava and stuff, the tower, it doesn't have anything special, but there's an ice level, so to speak, where it's slippery, and that changes things up. And then there's the uneven, it has like a rock there and some like a slight molehill, so to speak. So you can gain momentum from the hill to push them off. If they had you could just press B to charge up or something, so that you can knock other people out, or if you miss, you just go out by yourself. It would have made the minigame even better. So here is where I get really negative. This is the minigame I never asked for. I'm not sure about you, but I think this is okay, maybe not the worst. I haven't played every Mario Party game in the entire series, but most of the main games. And this one is so terrible. I just hate it. It's really slow. The music is horrible. I hate the melody. And it's so slow. There's at one point there's nothing you can do. You just have to sit there and wait, and you're gonna get the honeycomb, but you are going out of the game. Had there been 1, 2, and 3 on the dice, and maybe the dice was going faster, it could have been more interesting. But it's so slow and just so boring, and it's just, I hate it. It's terrible. I really think it's a terrible minigame. This one is really fun. One of these versus games, where everyone bets money, and the winner and second place, the winner gets most, second place gets some, maybe one coin for third or fourth place, or even first or second. It's really fun. It's elimination style. You pop the other balloons. It's kind of like a balloon battle, but you have to hit each other with the front. Actually, I think it's really good. It's really fun. A great minigame. Well, I think maybe it was a bit improved in Mario Party Superstars, but I just really dislike. It's just something about the angle you're in, and just at least it feels so clunky and bad in Mario Party 2. It is improved. I think it feels better to play in Superstars, but yeah. Dizzy dancing is improved because it's not just about getting one note. Now there's actually several. And I think it's good. The controls get switched up because they're so dizzy, and yeah. Hammer drop I think is good, but I think the Hammer Bro is a little bit too generous in Superstars. He throws money bags like it's nothing in this game compared to the first one. And this, I think it's bad. Being one of the three here is there's such such a disadvantage. The player with a bow and arrow can more often than not just easily shoot down the three players. Those two obstructions there, like Baby Bowser, or I can't really see here if it's a Shy Guy or something. They also just they can trap you, and it's just so silly, and I think it sucks. So I guess this is called Dungeon Dash in the Mario Party 2 version. It's not really that great. Never liked the Mario Party 1 version. This one is, yeah. This looks stupid, but I think it's a good minigame. Data rate. No, that's not data races. That's the betting game from Mario Party 2. I just can't. I should have had a list of the names here, but I can obviously see which minigames this is. It's more fun than it looks. You have to be smart with your stamina. You have to time your button mashing when it comes to the carrots. I think it's fun. This one I think is bad actually. The player 1 has such a huge advantage here against most of the money, so it's I don't mean that just because it's uneven it's not fun, but it's some minigames just have this huge advantage for one of the two parties, and it's just no. It takes the fun from me. Storm Chasers, I think this was called. Try to get your piranha plants to grow as much as you can by standing underneath the moving raining cloud. I don't think it's too bad. There are mostly good minigames here, so it makes sense. So here, 2 versus 2, you row around and try to gather coins. It's fine, it's good. Here too I feel like, well, no, this varies a little bit more I think, but it's kind of a meh minigame. This isn't too bad. Collect coins, fall down with your umbrella, and just try to catch as many coins and coin bags as you can. So this is from Mario Party 4? No, this is actually 3 I think. 2 versus 2, try to draw circles around the stamp, the moving stamp. Well, you need collaboration, you need timing. It's actually a good 2 versus 2 minigame, I think. What was this called again? Something like Mess. It's a memory game, so to speak. Just have to remember where all the different items are placed on the shelf. And things like this I actually enjoy. Not always the best one at these, but I think it's a really good fun minigame. Facelift was always one of my favorites in Mario Party 1, and it still is, and I think they did some good changes here to minigame in Superstars. So this is one of the 1 versus 1 from Mario Party 3, I think. I think it's so much harder to stand on the side that's closer to the center. So I feel like that's a disadvantage rather than the one closer to the edge of the clock hands, and well, it feels so uneven, so I'm not a huge fan of it. This I feel like is one of the better 1 versus 3 minigames. So it goes there. Damn it, I should have had a list there. There are some of these games I forgot that were even in Mario Party Superstars, but either way. I think it's more fun to just watch, like look here and try to uh, remember it and get a little surprised by which minigames that actually were in this game. So another 1 versus 1. No, 2 versus 2. Try to throw and catch these berries, fruits. Not sure. One more about cooperation and timing. Not to mention. I think it's a good 2 versus 2. This was the one I was thinking about. Just throwing yourself from vine to vine. Try to reach the goal first. 1 versus 1. It's not too bad. Timing is important here. Spotlight swim, I think this was called. Not really a great one, I think. I often feel when, unless you're playing with a computer, the team of 3 has a huge advantage. That's how I feel about this game. Is rink? There's something about rink, risk rink or something. Maybe I'm way off here, but I think that's actually a really good minigame. Just try to avoid the spinies, I think they're called. Then we have the hide and seek or hide and sneak. Is this one? Is this that minigame? You can collaborate with your partners, but you have to be quiet if so, because if you try to plan to spread across the 4 different, well, 3 really, since there's 3 people, the 3 different, across the 4 different hiding spots, you can easily win, but if the one looking for the rest knows your plan, he can easily defeat you. And if you're playing with computers, you have no idea where they're gonna hide. But I think it's a fun minigame, nonetheless. The puzzle party, I think, Mario's puzzle party or something, kind of a Tetris game. I really enjoy this. I played it like the single player version that lasts longer because I think it's so much fun. So I think this is a really good minigame. Chip shot challenge. Was that it? Simple minigame. I don't always feel like this is precise when you try to measure up your shot, but I think it's a good minigame, and it's random who starts because they're at a huge disadvantage when they start, because the latter ones can always see what the first ones do and try to either do the same or differently based on what they do, if they do good or do bad, really. But at least it's random who starts. That's a good thing, I think. This isn't too bad, button mashing, but also try to dive underneath these bombs, I think. Good minigame. Really not that bad. Okay, this is one of the worst minigames, I think. It's a little bit different with the vines up in the air, but this, like, whenever I play this with friends and family, the skater, the one playing alone, always wins. The piranha plant has no chance of catching up unless the skater does a mistake. But that never happens because it's so easy. If they had to bring this minigame in, why didn't they change it a little bit so it would make it harder? That's something I just can't. I just can't understand. And it's a good idea, but it just doesn't work this way. Name can't remember, but I think it's a good minigame. It's fun to be both on the top and at the bottom. I feel like both teams have a chance here, a good chance at defeating each other. It's kind of frustrating to be the one at the bottom because you have to drag it out until the time runs out. But it's fun, I think so. This is a silly but also a fun minigame, I think. Try to knock each other out with jumps and spins and stuff, and the blocks underneath will fall. So yeah, another 1 versus 1. Good minigame. I think this is a fun one. Just go around the floor, the walls, the ceiling, get speed boosts, try to reach the goal first. I I've forgotten so many minigame names here. Uh, but this one I think it's nah, it's not too good. I think it's you have to be lucky to even get the mushroom, and then you have to just run at the others. Well, it's not the worst, of course, but I think it's a good one. No, a meh one. I mean, it's a pizza. So I loved buried treasure in Mario Party 1. You button mash, you try to find the treasure. Here you just have to eat as much pizza as you can together with your partner. And to me, this is really good. Button mashing isn't really that bad, to be honest. On this snowball game, this is kind of like bumper balls, but it's better. I think so. Okay, wait. I have to change here. But bumper balls goes to good, not really good. I have to switch that. This one is better. You start rolling a little snowball. You're making a snowball. Then you roll the snowball around to make it bigger. And the bigger it gets, the easier you can knock out the opponents. But of course, if you turn it back to them, they have every chance to just send their own snowball at you and knock you out. So this is just kind of bumper balls with risk and reward. Well, there's some risk and reward as well in bumper balls, but this you actually like the bigger the snowball is, the easier it is to hit the others, but you have to spend more time doing it, and you have to be careful not to turn your back to the others and stuff. So I think it's a better one, I think. So the single player here has a huge advantage. Of course, if he falls down, then the three others will be more able to gather coins. But it's not it's meh, because if you're alone, then great, you can get a lot of money. But if you're one of the three, you're not really getting that much. So yeah, this is the Mario Party 4 minigame. I really enjoy it. Trying to balance around different obstacles, well, like tight paths and stuff. You have to choose the direction, like one or the other, and the paths are different. So yeah. Goal I really enjoy. I love football. Obviously, if you've seen my Manchester United kit tier lists, but they should have had a higher number of goals required for the three to win, because it's really easy for the three to win here. They have the advantage. I feel like it's really unbalanced, and it's too bad because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. If they had, I think there's 10 goals you need, and you have so much time for that. If they had like upped it to 15 or something, it would have been a lot better, I think. Trace Race, I think this is called, Mario Party 4 minigame. I think it's really good. It's kind of like Crazy Cutter, but you just follow the pattern continuously through. I bet it's longer than Crazy Cutter. But yeah, I think it's fun. I'm not sure why I necessarily have it below Crazy Cutter, but well, I think it's a good one, really good one actually. Bobsled Run, fun minigame. I think it's been more fun lately in Mario Party 1. Can't really remember the changes, if they had one. I had some in Mario Party Superstars, but I think it's a really good game either way. Really good too. Even if you fall behind at the beginning, there's always a way to catch up and get past the other bobsled. Either way, so okay, so I don't think I've played this minigame, so this this is hard. I'll just put it in meh, because I think it looks fun, but I just haven't played it. Booksquirm is a huge favorite for many, I've noticed. Maybe the most popular Mario Party 4 minigame. I think it might be. I always thought it was really good. Nothing too amazing. Not at the same level as many others I've seen, but I think it's a great minigame. Don't have much, don't have anything negative about it. Not perfect to me. Not sure why, but it's at least really good. Great minigame. Dungeon Duos is like, oh, it's. I know I said speed hockey is the best. Maybe Dungeon Duos is like objectively the best 2 versus 2. Uh, but I'm still gonna hold my hand on speed hockey. It's totally amazing. Well, it is a perfect, but it's not above speed hockey. Oh, this is a Mario Party 4 game as well, 2 versus 2. I really enjoy this one. Try to just be as fast as you can to press the buttons and make the bombs go towards your opponents. I think it's really fun. It's hectic, but enjoyable. The ice cream thing, not too great. This is a fun minigame. You have to just wait for the chain jump to flash your light towards them, but you only have one chance of this. And if you haven't played it before, it's really hard to know how close it can get. But I think it's really, from me, like from time to time, whenever you play this minigame, I feel like the chain jump moves differently, so you never know exactly how to deal with it. But at least first time, it's really hard to know just how close the chain jump can get before you have to flash the light on it. So for newcomers, I bet it's bad in some ways, but it's still a fun minigame if you have played it before. Okay, so now I realize that the you can't see the screen, well, the minigames lower here, so I'll just try to zoom out a bit. The ones underneath that I haven't ranked yet. There we go. So yeah, this is like the bullet bill. You spin on the platform, try to shoot at the others. It's actually a really fun game. Can't remember which Mario Party this was from, but it's at least from. It's guaranteed from 5 to 10 somewhere, but I think it's maybe more around 7 to 10, maybe. Not sure, but it's a fun minigame. This is an interesting hockey game. I think it's good. It's not like you control the player more than you do in speed hockey, but I think speed hockey is a more fun game, a more intense game. It's a fine minigame. Okay, so there's this 1 versus 3. Yeah, the little one control the one player control the little one, and the 3 others control like this huge 3 cubes and try to crush the small one. And maybe it's skills. I hope so, because whenever I'm the little one, I feel like I have a good chance of winning, but it's never guaranteed. So I feel like the balance here is actually pretty good, and you can work together to trap the little cube as well. So as a 1 versus 3, I think it's a really good minigame. Is ice skating game? I think that's a good one too. Took me a while to get used to the controls, but I think it was a fun game either way. Now I don't. This is tug of war, minigame. One of the most hated minigames from Mario Party 1 because of the analog stick. This is one of the ones you twirl the stick with, and well, many hand palms back in the day got effed up because of this minigame. Well, minigames like this. There were more that used the same strategy. I just don't remember if they still use the control stick or if they changed it to button mashing. But I think they kept the stick. Not sure actually. Can't remember. I'll have to check here. It's not good. I'll just put it there. I know, but it wasn't meant to be in a good section. I just have to check this out. Mario Party Superstars Tug of War. How to win. Yeah, it's yep. Rotate. rotate your control stick. So they didn't change it, and it's not as bad on the newer controllers, but it still isn't really that great. Dinger Derby, is that what it's called? This is actually a really good one, I think. I can be really bad at times, and I can be decent at times. Maybe sometimes really good. But I like how it's challenging. It is challenging. I feel like it's challenging. I've been playing Mario Party since I was a little kid, but there are still mini games out there that I can struggle with. This one I feel like uh, I'm not always the best one, and it feels good because there are like most of the times when I play with others, I win a lot, but there's absolutely no guarantee for me to win that one. Can't remember the name, but the penguin thing. I think this is a really good one as well. My brothers often accuse me of glitching through some of the penguins, but which I don't do. But I think it's a fun mini game. This one as well. Jump from. Well, this is not the tower one from Mario Party 3, which it felt kind of awkward. But this one you just jump to the left or right, and you have to do it really quick in order to. We always see the next leaf where it appears. So you have to be quick. If you jump on that one, the next leaf will appear either to the right or to the left, and you have to. Yeah, you have to be really quick, responsive, and react to what you see. This is also a really good 1 versus 3, I think. The one has like this tube, like a sliding tube, I guess, with spikes on it, and I have to pop the other ones. I feel like both teams can do well here. No huge disadvantage, I feel like. This is a good 2 versus 2, jump over the thing there. I've heard good things about this one. I think it's a good one. You just jump out and smash the rocks and try to crush it as fast as you possibly can. Yeah, it's a good mini game. This one, yeah, it's good. 1 versus 1, you kind of swim through the anti-gravity out in outer space, or low gravity, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's a good one. Okay, avoid Bowser in the dark and avoid the huge spike balls. Yeah, I think it's a good minigame. This one, you have to trap as many Goombas as you can, but you have to be really lucky. Maybe it's bad even. I don't think it's too good. So this is one where you have to. One partner jumps at a time and try to collect coins. I'm pretty certain of. So it's just grab as many coins as you can for your team. It's not bad, really. It's not particularly good, maybe, but yeah, meh. Handcar Havoc, which appears in both Mario Party 1 and 2. And I said I like button mashing, but this one, at least in the original Mario Party, it feels so long and I get so exhausted. But it's really intense. I always feel like my muscles tension up when it goes for too long. I think this one is shorter, if I remember. I do believe it's a really good good mini game. You have to be good with your partner to turn and brake if needed. It's a fun mini game. So I play this mostly in single player puzzle game. Can be really fun. I think it's a good one. Maybe not as good as the Puzzle Party, but still a good one. So this, yeah, you have to avoid. I think all 4 players are in the little arena here. Try to avoid the spiky balls here. It's a good mini game. So here you have to jump on the Koopa Troopers. The paratroopers. Try to reach as high as possible. This is one of the fun. I think it's really fun. Maybe even really good. It's a fun mini game. Yeah, I think so. I haven't played all of these mini games before I played Mario Party Superstars. So some of these are new to me. But this one, and many minigames I have fond memories of. Of course, like Mario Party 1 minigames, Mario Party 4, 3, some of them, some from Mario Party 2. But this one is one of the ones that was new to me and I really enjoy. This is like you pick up the mail for the Shy Guy. Yeah, it's fine. It's a good one. Good one, I think. Oh, this is a fun one, but I feel like sometimes it's only like you reach a high point and it's really hard to get back to that point. But it feels so good when you're doing well. It feels great. Just press the button in the right order and yeah, it's a lot of fun. Oh, the final countdown, I think. This is actually a really good one. It looks like a math game, but I think it's so fun that not only do you have to avoid falling down on the platforms, you can actually punch each other and stuff. Like you can do something to the others more than just standing in their way and such. So I think that's really fun. Another fun puzzle game, but this takes forever to reach like the highest levels. Well, maybe yeah, this one does that as well, but so does the other one I had here. This one. If you like, there are achievements to reach certain levels. I think 99 maybe. It takes freaking forever for a couple of these mini games. This is a clever 1 versus 1 minigame, I think. Just try to find the right path. There are some like carousels, I guess, that only go to like they only rotate 90 degrees, if I remember correctly, and you have to choose the right path to get to the end. 1 versus 3. I think this is also, like in my experience, it's been really good balanced. So it's at least a good minigame, I think. Tipsy Tourney, I think it's so much fun. I feel like I'm really good at it, so that of course helps. But I really do enjoy it. I think it's fun to just tip the board, make the shell, get all those squares to disappear. I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, this minigame, and it certainly doesn't hurt that I'm really good at it and mostly win. Not always, but mostly win that minigame. Also, the reverse whack-a-mole, really good. I think it's fun to just try to stay up for as long as you can without getting hit. And the amount of seconds you're above the surface is what counts. That's actually a really fun idea. Enjoyable game, really. Poke Pummel, I think this was called. Button mashing. It's kind of like Domination from Mario Party 4. To me, it's really good. I do enjoy it. This one is 2 versus 2. Try to gather coins, as many coins as you can. It's good. Nothing too special. This is a fun 2 versus 2 minigame. You shoot the Goombas. In your color, you have one side each, but this is 2 versus 2, so you can't steal each other's angles. You have the same angle all the time and just have to color the Goombas in your color, and the one with the most colors at the end win. Maybe there could have been more Goombas, but I think it's a fun minigame. Another counting game like Roll Call. But this time you see Goombas pass, so it's really I actually think it's fun to count by clicking. You click each time you see a Goomba, and it's not always to get it right, not always easy to get it right, not all the time at least. So this is the American football game, 1 versus 3. I feel like this is also kind of good balance, like well balanced, because I can't really remember one or the other having a huge advantage over the other, so fun minigame. The Hotel Mario minigame, I guess. I think it's fun. Kind of, at least. And then we have the other football game, which is not goal. You have to kick down the Goombas. I thought that was fun, but I've barely tried it. Maybe once or twice. 2 versus 2 minigame, I think. Made my brother really angry one time because my team won, he didn't. But it's good for now. But I might like it better if I just get to try it a little bit more. Those huge spikes there, yeah. 1 versus 3. Also kind of good balanced, I think. Well balanced, I mean. Then there's the photo thing. You have to stand on the podium to earn the most points. Yeah, it's good. Collect money, much money as you can. Well, you just have to remember from the X-ray there which contains money at all and which don't. And it's up to memory, kind of like the Mario Party 3 minigame here. And yeah, I think it's fun. Don't know why there's only one item minigame here though, because there are more. But yeah, I think it's good. So I guess this is my list from Mario Party Superstars, at least. The best ones: Mushroom Mix-Up, Crazy Gutter, Shy Guy Says, Bums Away, Speed Hockey, Facelift, Dungeon Duos, and Tipsy Tourney, which I think are the best ones. So yeah, I guess that's it for me. Well, 46 minutes. It's getting late too, so sorry you can't even see which game is at the very bottom here. Which is, of course, for me, Honeycomb Havoc. Why is it here? It's the worst. I think it's so bad. I would like to do a ranking of the Mario Party games, mini games from. Yeah, maybe I'll do like a complete tier list of Mario Party mini games from 1 to 3 at some point, so I get all the mini games. That would be fun. Of course. Remember to give me some constructive criticism. I really appreciate that. This is something new I'm doing. Like, I don't edit these videos much. I just put it on record, talk, and do the ranking. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like this video. If you like it, hope you subscribe if you want to see more. There will be a lot of topics here, both like video games, music. There will be music soon, by the way. And I will do some real edited videos with like top 10s or rankings if there's like a lower number than 100 different things I can rank. So in the future sometime I will make that, but these tier lists will be mostly just hit record, talk as I go. But if there's more I can do to make this more enjoyable, please let me know. So thank you for watching, and remember that I'm neither right or wrong, it's just my opinion. So thank you, and good night.